Hey shortwave listeners and radio enthusiasts, I thought I'd do this short review of the new XHDATA D-220. XHDATA released this very lightweight handheld portable radio in July of 2024 and pretty much went out to market in August. As you can see from their website, it was released in 3 different colors: black, green, and a transparent orange. So you can see from the specs here, it's very lightweight. It only weighs 6.4 ounces, I assume without the AA batteries, but it takes 2 AA's. And it's fairly small, 2.8 by 1.1 by 4.9 inches, about the thickness of 3 iPhones. In my case, you can see I picked up the black version. It's very inexpensive. It retails, you can see on the site, was $13.99. However, they have many discounts. I think I saw it on sale for $10. I got mine for $5 with additional discounts. Let's take a look at just some of the basic features of this radio. So as I pick it up here, you can see it has just a headphone jack and the band selection on one side, and then a very small whip on the top, short whip, nothing on the bottom, no jacks there. And then on the other side, just a volume and a tuning knob. Very simple. So as you can see, it has analog tuning and doesn't have any kind of digital frequency display. It comes with 4 bands. FM1, which is 87 to 108 megahertz, the US FM band range. FM2 of 64 to 108 megahertz, which really covers some of the Asian countries and or Europe. Medium wave AM in the US, 520 to 1730 kilohertz, or in Europe, 522 to 1728 kilohertz. And the shortwave band of 5.6 to 22 megahertz. Another thing to call out, and this is important, is its noise limited sensitivity. And since we're mostly interested in shortwave, and this is actually quite good on this radio, and we'll talk about that in a bit. So let's just turn it on and have a quick listen. We'll start on the FM band. Tune across. So you can see it's
absolutely hunkering down.
Good,
I mean, I'm just
good audio. A little bit light, speaker small. So you can see it's all the major stations are coming in very clear.
Oh my gosh, we are so excited about this. We actually
not a lot of distortion or any issues there. Songs are coming, or I mean, music is coming in very clear. Okay, moving on to the medium wave band. Let's take a listen.
calling her name, calling her out of her name.
Word iniquity. Why would he say that?
They flipped an almost unprecedented net.
So probably a lot of noise tonight. We've had some storms, and I'm in a room with a lot of noise.
You know, you have the ability here.
Nobody's doing anything.
But generally getting all the major medium wave AM stations in town. We'll do another test outside to see if we can get better reception. All right, now scanning the medium wave bands at night. So definitely anything above 15 kilohertz.
It's probably not worth drinking. We're getting closer and closer. The light will be your home for the
Getting a lot of stations.
I drank a Keystone 30 with my friend.
A lot of medium wave DX here.
For the first reaction.
So you're definitely going to get the high power stations.
What are we doing with our lives?
At night outside. Sorry about the distortion, but I got a lot for the more distant stations.
Start creating it. So maybe
Skilled pros for the project from plumbing to electrical.
All right, we'll leave it at that. But again, medium wave at night, excellent. All right, next is shortwave. I'm going to do this outdoors just because I know that the reception outdoors is much better than indoors. You'll have to pardon some of the noises around here. I'm in the city, so we have cicadas going. We have, I've heard some ambulances, planes, cars, highway, etc. So hopefully you'll be able to hear this. A couple things I should note about shortwave. First of all, I'm in the city, so I'm getting all kinds of extra noise to the radio, electronic noise, including my phone, probably giving some noise there as well. But we'll do a shortwave test next here. Okay, I'm going to start this around 9 megahertz because it is midday here, and we know that the frequencies under 9 megahertz are probably not going to be coming in. We'll do a nighttime video of that next. But let's hear some shortwave. Let's just scroll up very slowly. All right, so somewhere near, looks like about 9 to 10 megahertz.
we are at record low stops.
Probably WMRI.
There's any kind of glitch at all in the U.S. West.
Okay, WWV on 10 megahertz. Keep scrolling up. Let's get up to about 12 megahertz if we can.
Sin embargo, se espera que en el futuro los avances en tecnología de baterías y eficiencia energética
Definitely probably right around 12 megahertz.
Yeah, I'm just convinced that the religious leaders knew who Jesus was too. They didn't die.
La navegación de GPS continua y el seguimiento de la salud en tiempo real,
I'd say
sin comprometer la duración de la batería.
13.8 megahertz, somewhere around there. Let's see if we can get WWV on 15 megahertz. Heard something there. Yep, 15 megahertz coming in. CHU should be right below this. Not hearing it, so let's move on. Up near something near 17. Okay, definitely have a station there.
Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us.
I doubt we'll hear WWV on 20. Let's just keep going up. Hopefully the wind is not making too much noise here. Cicadas are going crazy. Nothing up here. All right, well, one thing I noticed that the orientation of the radio makes a big difference on shortwave. Right now we're on 21 megahertz. This is the FT8 part of the amateur spectrum on 21074. Let's see what we hear. So you can clearly hear the FT8 signals along with the cicadas on 21. Be interesting to see if we can get WWV. So I'll do some spot checking here and then cut these videos in bit by bit. All right, well, I did try other shortwave frequencies. I was able to get FT8 signals on 21, 18, 14,
and 10 megahertz. So at least scanning across the bands, it is midday, so I'm not expecting a lot of stations to be coming in, and the solar conditions right now are not the best. But the fact that it was receiving on 21 was good. WWV coming in strong on 15 and 10, was not able to get them on 20. We'll do another test at night and get a sense of how well this radio works.
All right, now it's evening. We're listening to shortwave. The lower band should be much more active now. So anything under probably about 12 megahertz should be very active. Let's take a listen. So down by 5.6 megahertz right now. Amateur band there. Sorry about the movement. With FT8. Pardon the movement here, got a lot of mosquitoes. This is probably the 41, 49 meter band. CHU, 7.8 megahertz. Getting a lot of city noise here, so I apologize for that.
The text as north.
There's WWV. So about 12 megahertz here. A lot of stations coming in tonight. Excellent reception. Probably have died down here about 15 megahertz. Pardon the movement again, I'm just getting bombed by mosquitoes. There's FT8 on 14 megahertz. And we'll stop there. So the lower band's super active at night. Sounds very good on this radio. All right, well, let's wrap this up. What can we conclude about this radio? Let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons. Specifically for the D-220, the pros are extremely lightweight, which is great. So it's a very portable radio that way. In terms of general sensitivity, good to very good, depending on where you're located and how much noise you have in your environment, but much, much better than any of the other low-cost shortwaves for the same price point. I would pick this any day over any of those other very inexpensive radios that are $15 or less. Also, it's very lightweight in your hand, and I think it would be the perfect radio to bring on a trip where you need to pack lightly and quickly and don't have a lot of equipment with you. So perfect for that. So some of the, I would call not necessarily cons about this radio, but some of the things that are a little bit irritating on this radio. One is having the headphone jack on the side versus the top. I think that was a miss by XHDATA, because when you have it in your pocket, you definitely would want the earphone plug to be, pointing upward, not on the side. Also, I think XHDATA sacrificed some of the bandwidth in tuning so that you could have good reception versus fine-tuning between stations. So if you have two stations that are very close to each other, one is going to be drowned out by the strongest signal. So you can only pack so much in a very narrow tuning range on the analog dial. I can't call that necessarily a con. It's the limitation of the radio itself. What are the cons on this radio? I can't really say there are a lot. I have to say I am disappointed about the bass on this, the bass audio on this radio. I hooked it up to a stereo and it's really lacking in the low frequencies compared to the other small radios that I have. I'm not sure why that is. So, you know, it's fine if you're just listening on the small speaker or even on cheap headphones. But if you use more expensive headphones or stereo, you'll notice right away that the low frequencies are missing. And I think that's a miss here compared to, say, Retecus, which when you listen to those, has excellent low frequency response. My biggest beef is there is no backlight on the window of tuning on the radio. So at night, you cannot see what you're tuning. You have to have an external light. I believe I saw in the orange version, it's semi-transparent. So I don't know if the actual tuning bar that you're tuning with your dial is visible at night. Someone might chime in on this in the comments. And my other criticism, I would say, as an indoor radio, yes, it suffices. It would be frustrating, I think, for someone who is new into shortwave and wanted to try it indoors. It works fairly well, I would say, both for medium wave and shortwave indoors. Not great, but it works. Take it outdoors, fantastic. So if you have someone who's new to shortwave and you want to get them this radio, I would highly recommend, telling them right away that take this radio outdoors when you want to try it, and try it at different times of the day. If you want to really get into shortwave, that'd be a great way to get them going. All right, well, that wraps up this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts or comments about this radio and you own it and some additional things we could try with this radio, it'd be great to find out. I'm going to do some more discovery on it. I may post some more short videos, or I even try some other experiments with antennas, etc. So that's it for the review. Take care and thanks for watching.